I've been a content creator for over 20 years, partially with another company, and for the majority as a content entrepreneur. And over that time, I've had the opportunity, I would say blessing, to meet thousands of creators all over the world. All of our tilts, our areas of differentiation, were significantly different from one another. I met someone who teaches suburban households how to raise chickens. I met another one who creates wild videos about Microsoft spreadsheets. And I just learned about someone who does reviews about canned sardines. But while our content niches are different, our work life is often the same. That means we're spending a ton of time alone creating content. When I first started out building the Content Marketing Institute, I was developing long, in-depth blog posts 3-4 times a week. I was working on research projects. I was writing book chapters. And while I was talking to people, almost all of it was through email or chat. I wasn't actually talking in person or working in person with anyone. And this is just a fact about being a content entrepreneur. You spend a lot of your time by yourself. And while this can be productive, it's not always good for your mental health, and it's not always good for your business if you're trying to get more creative and trying to sell more things. So I had to work in planned networking or forced networking, and here was my plan. First, every quarter, I invested in at least one professional event to attend. So that was 2 to 3 days of meeting as many people as I could, setting up coffee meetings, introducing myself to people I didn't know in sessions, and feeling uncomfortable at networking events. Second, something local and consistent with people doing the same thing as I was doing. Back in 2019, when I was just getting back into content creation mode after a break, I organized a monthly coffee meeting with 6 other content entrepreneurs. And funny enough, when I reached out to them, everyone said yes. They obviously needed this as much as I did. That little group opened up a lot of opportunities, but most of all, it was a free therapy session talking about our daily lives and issues. And just recently, I started a nonfiction book club with 7 friends. Again, I was surprised that all of them said yes, as a few were non-readers. Now we're on the 3rd book and loving the time together discussing literature. And third, once per month, I got together with someone. Generally for coffee, I put together a list of people locally that I thought I should stay in touch with. We have a local coffee shop that I generally went to, and we met there. So I became a regular at the coffee shop, supporting a local business, and then networking at the same time. Again, sometimes this was very uncomfortable, so I had to force myself to do it. And I can tell you for a fact that without this, I would have never been in a position to exit my first real creator business. The friends I met through this strategy, many of them were critical to the entire process. So first, one professional event outside your area. I would say do this per quarter. Second, a small gathering, say every other month, where a group gets together to talk shop. And third, one person every month for a coffee, tea, beer meeting, whatever. Oh, and one final tip. During this process, be a connector. Whenever possible, connect 2 creators together that you feel would be valuable for both of them to have that relationship. So important. Today especially, we have to plan these things as creators. If you don't, you'll be missing a critical part of your creator business without ever knowing it's going wrong. I'm Joe Pulizzi, and this is the Content Inc. podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on YouTube or in your favorite pod player, and I'll talk to you next week.